In our experience, one of the biggest issues is that people lack understanding of their roles. People are not sufficiently clear what is the real role of the board and the individual board member, and people aren't clear what the difference between that and senior staff is. The next one we see is lack of leadership, particularly from the chairman of the board. Sometimes people take that role on and think it's just about chairing meetings, and actually it's nearly like conducting an orchestra, making sure that you're getting the best tune from each board member and that overall then you have the best performance from the whole board. Problems that we've seen are board members not engaged enough, not turning up to meetings, not fully engaging in the debate, and really understanding what's going on for the organisation. And at the other extreme, sometimes we see board members too involved, and they're not sticking to their role as a board member. They're getting too involved in the operations, not giving space for the senior staff to get on with doing their job. Lack of movement in the board is a problem that we see, that the board gets a bit stale, there isn't fresh thinking coming in, and linked to that then lack of succession planning, and that there isn't a constant process thinking ahead who should be on the board in the future and what do we need them to have in terms of skills, experience and so on. Lack of skills for board work and lack of training is something that we see all too often, that people join a board and they're just left to get on with it and pick things up as they go along. And because it's such an important role, we think that it's really important that people get training as soon as they join the board, and also in an ongoing way that they're continuing to learn. One issue that we see a lot of information coming to the board, either that the board is getting lots and lots of information but it's not telling them what they need to know, or else they're not getting any information or not enough information. So really important that it's agreed what does the board need by way of information so that it's clear, not lots and lots of data, but really clear information, what's going well and what's not, and where are we according to our plan. Lack of team spirit is something that we see in a board, that we have good individuals sometimes, but that they're not acting as an effective team. And lastly, people being too polite, not wanting to challenge each other, or at the other extreme being too impolite and not treating each other with respect. And all of those we think can be solved by leadership.